Welcome back. She cared for her ailing companion until the day he died.
Then the state of Utah sent her a shocking notice. It was coming after her assets. She couldn't believe the government would do this to an elderly couple. Mike?
Yeah, KSL Investigator Debbie Dujanovic looking into the health care clause that actually triggered this whole thing.
Yeah, it's pretty sad for her. As you know, Mike, Medicaid covers medical expenses for low-income seniors. Now, if you or a family member signs up, you need to know about Margot Adams' story.
In a little Uinta Basin town sits a little home worth a little less than $60,000.
This is home, huh?
Oh, I absolutely love it.
This is home. It's where 73-year-old Margot Adams,
The apple trees started from seed.
lived with Frank Ferguson for 30 years.
How long has this home been in Frank's family?
1888. I wish the walls could talk. The love and the memories and the heartache. That's my Frank. He was so loving and so caring.
Never married, but always madly in love.
It was a Saturday afternoon.
1983. She was a newspaper reporter in Vernal.
Neither of us were looking for a relationship.
While researching an article, Margot met Frank.
And if I had not asked Frank out, there is no way he would have asked me.
In good times and tough,
Been on heart medication, arterial bypass,
she cared for him.
an aorta replaced in his left leg.
Then 2 years ago, his 79-year-old heart gave out. He wasn't gone long when the state of Utah surprised Margot with a notice. It was coming after their home.
Saying that the Medicaid money has to be paid back, and there was a $50,000 lien.
Suddenly, Medicaid seemed more like Meta-borrow.
It's not okay. It's just not. And if people sign up for Medicaid, they at least need to know. Or if they don't remember, their kids need to know.
The state
Asserts a lien
liened the home.
in the amount of $54,370.95.
To recoup the $54,000 it spent on Frank's medical bills under Medicaid. On a fixed income of $750 a month, Frank qualified for the government health care program, and buried on page 31 of the application is a clause that gives the state the right to do this.
Now, before you get up in arms about the government going after homes that belong to senior citizens, let me explain something. The state of Utah does this to repay you, the taxpayers. So once a Medicaid recipient like Frank passes away, that recovery clause, it kicks in.
Does she have to move out of the house?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Emma Chacon is with Utah's Medicaid program. She says the state does not repossess homes, it liens them.
It just means that when, the home is sold and all the funds are settled, that the state's going to get paid from that sale.
Congress put the rule in place decades ago, and for every buck the state collects, it keeps 30 cents and the feds get the other 70. Now, the government doesn't go after estates of every deceased Medicaid patient because some don't have much to go after.
If you have resources that are available to pay for your care, that you should use those resources to pay for your care before you expect the taxpayers to pay for your care.
In the past 3 years, the state of Utah has recouped about $10.6 million. Other states do it too. Idaho's collected more than $27 million, about $17 million in Colorado, around $5 million in Nevada.
Whether it's bank accounts, cars, it's not just limited to the family home.
Attorney Calvin Curtis says to avoid it, you could transfer all your assets out of your name or into a trust, but that must be done 5 years before you sign up for Medicaid.
Most individuals are not going to know that they're going to need nursing home care 5 years in advance.
If your family needs Medicaid, definitely sign up for it.
Jason Stevenson of the Utah Health Policy Project hopes this clause doesn't scare away those who qualify, because without Medicaid to cover expenses,
Medical bills easily reach hundreds of thousands of dollars within a couple of weeks.
Frank would love nothing more than for this home to stay in the family.
After 10 months of haggling, Margot persuaded the state to cut the lien to $25,846.
Do you still miss Frank?
Oh, God, yes.
Every day, huh?
Every day.
She's let go of her frustrations over it.
You gotta wake up every morning planning on having a nice day.
Their home won't be sold until she's resting with Frank.
Love and care and friendship.
And then his children will divide up what the government doesn't take.
Well, the state is extending Medicaid to thousands more people, and there are rules that could catch you off guard, so it is best to ask a lot of questions when you apply, and certainly make sure family members are also looped in. Back to you.
Yeah, great information there. Who